I know there's two, so this must be the first one.
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all. And day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike while we still can.
Here, hold this.
Meet with me, and we will speak.
He's gonna chuck him off a tower. No, that would be dumb.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done.
Where are they? Is this
If
actually...
we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence.
Literally.
We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the Horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Rosen, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
Honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more.
The voice acting is so good.
But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Oh, Stormwind theme.
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately!
Lord Sarfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Zappy boy.
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
Azeroth is my city.
Azeroth. Right now, there are only two forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
I thought he was gonna say battling for Azeroth, and I was gonna fucking face death. Well, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Where's Tyrande? She hasn't responded to my missive since departing for Darkshore. I fear vengeance has consumed her. Oh shit! How do you feel about this? Okay, you don't talk about that. That's fucking important. Gnomes and goblins working together, that'll be the fucking day.
May we speak?
Of course.
Our sister is patient. She knows we have precious few soldiers left. While we lay siege to Orgrimmar, she will whittle away our numbers. But Sylvanas is not the only threat we face. The old god has been freed.
Thank you.
I can hear his whispers, sense his unseen tendrils writhing all around us.
I know, Illyria. What are you suggesting?
Sylvanas commands what may be the only army capable of defeating N'Zoth. For the sake of Azeroth, perhaps we should stand aside and let her.
Your sister will not fight for us, Illyria. When Sylvanas realized the war was on the cusp of ending, she lured both fleets into Ajara's hands. Not to find victory, but to meet death.
Yeah, that was pretty
In the
rude.
end, death claims us all. Eitrigg told me those were among the last words Sylvanas spoke to Vol'jin.
We cannot wage two wars. Sylvanas must fall. Here. Now. Before all is lost.
It shall be so, my king. Barisa and I will scout her line for weaknesses. Good luck to all of us.
I feel like I should be hiding my HUD when stuff like that's going on.
Well met.
Well met indeed, Metzen. Well met indeed. We must also fortify Thunderbluff. Oh, okay, that's nearby. In case Sylvanas plans to assault it while our forces are committed here. Deliver these deployment orders to our officers. Oh, okay. We will assail all of Orgrimmar's gates at once while also defending Thunderbluff. That's very
Den, we
optimistic.
need you and your best soldiers to flank the city from the western gate.
And leave you here unguarded with them?
If I wanted to harm him, I'd have done it in the stockades.
Yeah, didn't you see the
No one knows
cinematic?
Orgrimmar's defenses better than Saurfang. We need to trust each other if we are to succeed.
Very well. But the Banshee is clever. Dividing our forces might play right into her hands.
And not dividing our forces might also play right into her hands. So stop being paranoid, you old coot. More diverse. I have deployment orders from Saurfang and King Rin.
Control your power. Or it. First Arcanist, we are to shield our forces from magical assault as they lay siege to the city.
A wise decision. We can do so more effectively from higher ground. Lord Admiral, might I ask about the spellcraft you employed at Lordaeron? The levitating warship?
Would you believe me if I told you it was a Cold Tyrian trade secret?
Summoning the ship, perhaps. But as for the enchanted cannons...
I love shit like that. Saurfang, King Rin, yeah, blah blah. Go to the Northern Gate.
So, we are to strike from the north. A sound plan.
It's Devon K.
There is no telling what treachery Sylvanas has in store for us.
She fought beside you for many years, both in life and in undeath. You must know her well.
Perhaps I did, long ago. But now... Our forces are few in number. We must make use of the surrounding terrain when we assault the gate.
The Sentinels have made use of that terrain for millennia. Our knowledge of the land was old when the Farstriders were young.
Yes, of course.
I like the thumbs up he just gave. It was very overzealous. Hey, remember when we were friends and then we weren't friends and now we're friends again? Hi, how's it going? You've been tasked with defending skies above Thunderbluff because you're all cow people.
There is little my Eagle Riders can do while Sylvanas controls the skies. But we can still defend Thunderbluff. G is already there, tending to Bane's wounds.
Oh yeah, he
said
got fucked up,
has
didn't he?
seen Orgrimmar under siege once before, and does not wish to relive it.
Oh yeah.
We will stand beside our
He also
Tauren
got
king
fucked up.
and await further orders from Saurfang. Earth Mother watch over us all.
Of course.
Alright, this might be the cinematic
Be vigilant.
for the Alliance. Okay, this is just an in-game one. A non-rendered one. Cause I'm in it. God, character models look so good these days. Okay, that was a... Oh, okay, now it's cutting to the... Alright. Oh no, please load. There we go. Well, that looks a bit more impressive than it did a minute ago.
Varrock, it's time.
There's a lot more people here.
And Orgrimmar are horde as well. Our brothers and sisters. These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost. Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Makora!
Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Oh damn.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
How's Anduin a traitor?
You want to make me suffer.
There's no way she's gonna do this as a fair fight.
Brother, you cannot win. My old friend. You and I. We don't get to hide.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Oh shit. It looks tiny in his hand. Oh.
Let it be finished.
She's strong. No.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you.
And so did they.
That wasn't much of a
Then
fight.
comes Old Soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
She's already poisoned him.
The Horde is nothing!
Quit. Itu.
You are all nothing!
Alright. Oh. That was rude.
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor. Standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
And off she goes. Alright. Aww.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
Wow, Sylvanas really inspired loyalty, didn't she? Oh, that was really good. Oh, and I just sat down through the whole thing, apparently. Oh, that was so good. Where the fuck did she go? Fucking bye then. Oh, she just yeeted out of it. Oh, I hate myself. I need to stop using the term yeet. Well then. Turns out she didn't care about a horde after all. Who would have guessed?
We cannot let the world fall to darkness.
Cao Fang, he gave his life so our soldiers wouldn't lose theirs. None of us anticipated he would challenge Sylvanas directly, but perhaps she did. Jaina shakes her head. It does us no good to debate whether this was part of her plan, or if she merely took advantage of an opportunity. We must be on our guard against her schemes. Cao Fang won his final battle. I do not know what will become of the horde, but I have hope they will find a new path to follow. Okay. Cao Fang, how could this have happened? Jaina takes a moment to compose herself. The Alliance has known High Overlord Cao Fang as both a sworn enemy and an invaluable ally. Anduin will want to honour his memory. Recall our forces and inform them of what has happened. Gin's soldiers were dispatched to the Western Gate. You'll be able to find him there. I feel like something's going to happen with Gin and his soldiers. I don't think he's going to want to be respectful.
The Alliance will.
Maybe this is where he...
Regent Lord, what manner of magic did Sylvanas use against Cao Fang?
I had hoped either you or Thalyssra would have the answer to that question.
Death magic.
I've never seen her wield such power.
It was unlike any magic I have ever encountered. I could sense none of it, even in her presence.
Then she must have only recently acquired it, or simply waited until now to reveal it.
Either way, it does not bode well for us. Whatever she is planning, she no longer needs the Horde to achieve it.
Alright then. But yeah, this could be where the Alliance fractures, and maybe Gen goes off to join Tyrande. But if he does that, that kind of undoes a lot of the work that Christy Golden laid down for him in Before the Storm, so I hope not. Because otherwise we've got another War Crimes Jaina situation on our hands, where they just forget everything they learned. Although this expansion did a good job of explaining why she yo-yoed on that as well. Alright, this might be important.
You have my attention.
Well, Cao Fang challenged Sylvanas to Mat Gara. Who could have seen that coming? That never happens in the history of Horde leadership changing. And then...
We will have justice. Cao Fang is dead, and Sylvanas has escaped. This is no victory. I care not who leads the Horde, or if they tear each other apart. All that matters is slaying the Banshee, and we have missed our chance.
Mm-hmm. Can you not? Okay, returns Jaina. Gotta say that entrance wasn't very well defended, was it? If this really just does end in a Horde leadership change, it's gonna be a little bit...
A long road lies before us.
No matter what doubts he harboured, Cao Fang was an honourable soldier. He prevented both a civil war within the Horde and a potential destruction of the Alliance. He brought an end to Sylvanas' reign. The potential destruction of the Alliance? I guess. He brought an end to Sylvanas' reign and saved many lives at the cost of his own. We shall honour his sacrifice. Speak of Jaina in the front gates of Orgrimmar. Battlefield Commendation grants the title of Veteran of the Fourth War. Oh. So this is officially the Fourth War then. Good to know.
What would you ask the Daughter of the Sea?
We will withdraw our forces from Jeritar. Our purpose was to defeat Sylvanas. Though she yet lives, she no longer leads the Horde. Hopefully we can now unite against N'Zoth. King Anduin has asked for us to join him in honouring Cao Fang. So, here's my take. In Windrunner's comic, the Void whispered to Illyria saying that Sylvanas was very, very bad. Very bad. So bad, kill her now. She's super bad. Death magic is basically the enemy of void magic, so I'm thinking they're still going to try and redeem Sylvanas in some way in the future, and her current actions are her being incredibly frustrated that nobody can see the greater threat, as it were. As for the Shadowlands leak, could still happen, but this patch has gone a different way to how they said it would, so that kind of loses some credibility. If it does happen, it might just be that the leak is false, but very well predicted.
Be careful who you trust.
Varrock Sarfang, son of Koruk, supreme commander of the might of Kalimdor, High Overlord of the Horde. He led the charge against the Lich King. He defended our world from the Legion. Saurfang inspired all of us to strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde marched on Ahn'Qiraj, it was Saurfang who valiantly commanded our combined forces.
But I was 5.
Today, his courage saved thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now, greet your son with honor and glory.
I love that soundtrack they've made for him. I like how us Alliance guys just pieced the fuck out of her. Off I go. Well, we didn't break any kind of cycle, did we? I feel like this is definitely similar to how Mists ended. So, again, I don't necessarily disagree with the criticism of the story. I just disagree with the insulting tone in which it's delivered with. This game has had many high points and low points, and I think we're on the verge of another high point. I hope we are anyway.
The way forward will not be easy.
We continue to fall into old habits of mistrust and suspicion, of hatred and war. Yeah, I saw by the fucking side eye Thrall gave you. And yet we also find ourselves banding together and rising against forces that would destroy our world. I pray that this day will come when we break the cycle for good. Okay, so nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
This is how war always ends for us. With blood on our hands, mourning.
There's another patch left, maybe.
No amount of fighting can ever bring them back. The cycle ends when we choose to walk away. I wasn't ready to learn that lesson before. Few may be ready now, but learn it we must.